Yes!
Hey!
We are here!
Yeah.
2
we're
days
here.
to Christmas.
Woo! 2 days till Christmas. And we got a few movies for you today. Yeah, so a lot of them were his. I'm sorry.
I
in
stayed up
advance.
late watching
I'm
movies.
sorry in advance. Because
No, there's no need to be sorry. They're good movies.
I'm
You
sorry
Can blame Rotten Tomatoes.
in advance. So, the first movie we're going to review is an actual Christmas movie.
they're
called-
all Christmas
Oh.
movies.
Yeah, like Die Hard.
That's right.
Dear Christmas from 2020. So this has Jason Priestley and Melissa Joan Hart.
Jason Priestley.
Yeah,
From
90210.
90210, yeah.
But he's much older in this one.
Oh, so he's still alive.
Well, I assume so, since he did a movie in 2020.
Did somebody from the 910-210 cast
Luke
die?
Perry.
Oh, Luke Perry. Okay. That was a while ago.
I mean, Jason Priestley's still good looking. Not gonna lie.
NGL. No cap.
Yes, this was Hallmark Christmassy.
I'm sorry.
Deal. Yeah. So Melissa Joan Hart.
Sabrina?
Yes, she doesn't act like she used to. Her acting is different, or maybe it's because her role was different in this movie. I don't know. It definitely had a Hallmarky feel to it to me, which is okay. I'm fine with that. You know, most cheesy looking romantic-y Christmas movies are kind of that way, so
It's an
it's
acquired
fine.
taste.
I don't mind it. Doesn't bother me any. So it's basically she runs a podcast that's pretty popular, and
Oh, I guess.
we don't run a podcast.
This is a podcast.
Is this called a podcast?
It's people talking.
Well, okay. And she was kind of, something seemed missing for her for Christmas. It's like she was just going through the motions. She knew how to give advice to other people, but she struggled with her own happiness, I guess. So Jason Priestley's character was the handyman at her parents' house, I believe it was. And actually no, he was he was a handyman too, but he also drove the roadside service.
Oh, okay.
Her car broke down on her way driving to her parents' house, and he was Mr. Christmas, and that's the name of his business. And he came and fixed her car almost magically.
Oh, yeah?
Fixed her car.
Did he fix it, Felix? The car?
Woot woot.
His magic hammer.
No magic hammer. But he did get the car fixed, and then of course she saw him after that in town, and then at her parents' house with him fixing things. So they stumbled upon each other many times. Ended up, guess what? Falling for each other.
Serendipity. Totally.
And in her Christmas podcast, she admits her feelings for him. So
Over the air? She does it?
yeah,
Original.
right. So there you have it. That's Dear Christmas.
Would you recommend
Yeah, it was cute. It was a cute Hallmarky Christmassy movie. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10.
it? Have you ever seen the Teenage Witch in other Hallmark movies?
No, I have not. I have not seen her in any movies in a very long time.
Has she ever been in any romantic comedies or just
I don't
just a sitcom?
I don't think so. I mean, even her profile picture on here is not. Sabrina. Yeah, Sabrina was the last thing. Nope.
She was in one of the God's Not Dead. That's right. She was on trial.
The Bad Guardian, I guess she's in 2024.
Oh,
2023, she was in Would You Kill Me for Me?
Which
The Mary Bailey story. She was a voice actor in a movie, Dirty Little Secret.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess she's been in some movies.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Well, you also recently saw a movie with Blossom, didn't you?
Yes, I reviewed that the last time.
Yeah. All of our 90s sitcom stars.
Yeah, they're coming back. They're coming back to, I don't know about Haunt Us, but...
About which one?
I said, I don't know about Haunt Us, but they're coming back to show us the skills, I guess. But anyway, that was Dear Christmas from 2020.
7 out of 10, okay.
The next one is your doing.
Am I doing?
First Blood,
First
1982.
So I believe we were watching 1408. You know, it's a movie that we had reviewed in the past. And then the next movie that automatically played, we weren't really paying attention. I was doing the dishes. But it happened to be First Blood. I'm not sure what streaming platform we were watching this on. But I started paying attention, and I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I'm not sure if I've ever paid attention to it fully and watched it straight through. And so I ended up finishing the dishes and then watching the whole movie. And it's not the movie that I thought it was. It was not all about the action as the cover suggests. The main character, John Rambo, gets in a tangle with the sheriff of this local podunk town, and I want to say that the sheriff had more of a problem with him, and then John Rambo had he kind of went on the defense, and then it became a manhunt kind of movie. And you see flashbacks of him going through, because he's a veteran from Vietnam, from the Vietnam War, and it showed flashbacks of him getting tortured over there. And so when he was in holding with the cops, that kind of brought back some of those memories. And then during the manhunt, he was not taking them down, but he was immobilizing them. Except for one guy who fell to his death because he was trying to shoot a rifle from a helicopter, and it was really turbulent, and so that guy died. But it's kind of there's a lot of character development in this movie, and I think the movie tries to give you a sense of what these, the burden that these veterans come back after a war. And he has a pretty moving monologue with his former what do you call the higher officers? What's that? Like a higher ranking officer. Captain, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I think he was a colonel.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a great movie. I'm not sure about First Blood 2 and 3 if they are more of the shoot 'em up kind of movies. But I think this one is great. Probably an underrated film. I don't hear too much about it, or maybe I just didn't know that much about it. But I highly recommend that you go see it if you haven't already. And it happens to take place during Christmas. That's why I decided that it was eligible for Christmas, because in the police station you see Christmas lights everywhere, and yeah, it was the Christmas season in the movie for sure. I would rate it an 8.5.
All right.
Yeah. So go see it. Oh, dog.
She went on camera. So that was First Blood from 1982.
82. So that was a little bit before 76, 79, 82. That was the same year as Rocky 3. Wow.
Okay, the next one is also his doing.
Oh.
Hosts from 2020.
I think because the Rotten Tomatoes lists have been pretty good to us as far as finding good Christmas movies. I have 2 different links in my phone right now, but one of them is regular Christmas movies where the holdovers came from. And then I have a Christmas horror movie ranking, or horror movies set during Christmas time.
That's why I say I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So hosts, Tilly, get out of there.
She's fine.
Is about this family that is hosting a Christmas party, and they have their friends over. I forget what the relationship is, and then but there is something strange that I'm not going to give away right here. I might put this under the slasher sci-fi if there is a category that exists, but it's not 100% that. It does a good job of, let's see,
It's just 98% that.
keeping the suspense. I just recommended this to a friend who I think likes horror movies.
Sorry, friend.
It's a bit weird, and there are a few violent scenes that catch you off guard. You see it coming, but then you don't expect it to be.
You called it a slasher. There's a few violent scenes.
Yeah, there's just a few, and it's mostly chasing. It's kind of strange. Dark family secrets involved, and an interesting twist. What was that film that we watched with? It was the girl that played the youngest daughter in Last Man Standing, the sitcom, and she was playing with aliens.
Oh,
was that No One Will Save You? Was
yes,
that the film?
No One Will Save You. Yeah.
Okay, so Host sort of reminds me of that.
So it's an alien invasion movie, is what you're saying.
There's a little bit of that. It's kind of a strange movie, but I would recommend. I would recommend it. So, but I would just rate it a 7.
Okay, so
It's
watch
not,
it at your own risk.
It is not a B movie kind of production. It's a well produced film.
Okay. So you said 7.
Yeah.
All right, 7 out of 10. That was Hosts from 2020. The next one is also his doing, and it does not have a better title. It's called Dead End. From 2003, Dead End.
This
Christmas.
was
Dead
a
End.
Rotten Tomato list horror movie set during Christmas time. This family and I think the daughter's boyfriend, maybe fiance, no, just boyfriend, and they are on their way to a Christmas party, and for whatever reason the husband decides to take a shortcut this time. After 20 years of going to this party, he decides to take a shortcut and falls asleep at the wheel and has almost a fatal crash. And there's some pretty good acting and some creepy scenes in this one. And you do end up getting pretty invested in the characters and wondering. You're always looking for that explanation for what's happening in the movie. I actually had to look up some explanations because I was a little bit lost in the end.
Shocker.
But
It's called Dead End.
It made sense after I read some explanations, and so with that I'll add that there's a little bit of a Twilight Twilight Zone kind of feel to this. It's really good. I like it. It's got Ray Wise. I think that's his name. I didn't really know him, but I've seen him in one of the God's Not Dead movies and maybe a couple other movies. But I would rate it a 7.5. Slightly higher than Hosts.
Okay, so that was Dead End. From 2003. Dead End. Christmas.
Yep.
Dead end.
Yeah, they didn't make it to the Christmas party.
Yeah, clearly, because they hit a dead end. Okay, enough of that one. The next one is, I didn't finish it, did you? The Man Who Invented Christmas.
No, we were in the
Okay.
middle of it,
So we will review that next time.
which looks really good so far.
And so then the last one is me. Ha! A Christmas in Tennessee. Yes.
Ooh.
Hallmarky. From 2018. I thought it was cute. It was about this girl who owns a bakery in a small town, and this big company wanted to buy out the bakery and several other businesses to expand their business. And so this guy was sent to convince her to sell the bakery. But of course, in true Hallmark fashion, he goes and meets her kids, and they fall in love. And he
What?
doesn't convince her to sell the bakery, and he quits his job.
Ooh, there's a bakery involved?
And this is that.
Oh, ouch.
Yes. So, typical Hallmark movie. I don't know that it's actually a Hallmark movie, but it has that feel to it.
Would you recommend?
No. Wasn't incredibly entertaining.
Oh.
It was kind of. I'm glad I'm doing other things while I'm watching this kind of movie.
That doesn't sound good.
It was okay. It was okay. I probably had 5.5
Oh.
or 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 6 because it was okay. 6.
6? Wow. Okay. Is
So-
that on the watch it if you're distracted?
Yeah, watch it if you got other stuff to do and you don't really want to pay a huge amount of attention. Yeah. So 6 out of 10 for that one. So I had a slow week. I didn't really get to watch very many movies because of work and
Slow movie week.
slow movie
Fast
week.
life
Fast
week.
life week, yes.
Yeah, as usual.
And early nights to bed because of work. But not working now for 2 weeks. So the kids are on break and we can stay up a little bit later. So hopefully this last week of December we can get in 1 million Christmas movies.
We got another subscriber.
Subscriber. We got another subscriber.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah, we're
And
glad to have you
gals.
here. We would really love some. Ooh,
Ow.
nice. We would really love some chats from you, though. Jump on our lives and chat with us or chat in our comments. We're always excited to get comments, good or bad, on how you think that we've reviewed a movie. We've had some arguments about movies that we've reviewed, and we've had some people agree with us. We've had some tell us that they're glad we recommended a movie for them, things like that. So we'd love to hear that kind of stuff, whether it's what we agree with, or whether you agree with us or whether you disagree with us. We would love to hear what you have to say about the
All of
movies.
it. We just want more interaction.
Yeah,
We'd love to
absolutely.
have more interaction.
Yes. So keep us on our toes.
And as usual, movie recommendations are good too.
Yes. Next week, I will announce the new year's lineup. Yes, the year. I will announce what our year's lineup of monthly themes
The themes, yep.
is. So
And I want
exciting.
it sounds more exciting than this is our first year, or is this our second year?
This will be our second year. We'll be coming into.
Oh yeah, because we celebrated our first year recently. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the themes sound exciting. They're different. People gave us some good ideas.
Yeah. And we took ideas of our viewers and our listeners, and I kind of did a random wheel spinning thing to see what would be each month. And so it was kind of a luck of the draw what got assigned for each month, and it worked out great, I think. And I think it's going to be a fun, different lineup for us than what we've done. So
Yeah, because maybe when we started, we covered the broader genres. like comedy or romantic comedy and horror, and they're really basic ones, but people were creative in their ideas as time, so it helps us expand our movie watching.
Yeah, and some of the months we're gonna have to get creative with enough movies to fit the theme, but we'll do it. We'll find a way to do it.
Yeah,
We'll make them fit.
that's right. Horror set during Christmas time with science fiction.
I'm sorry.
There's horror everywhere. It's so good.
If he had the choice, it would be horror everywhere.
Different types of horror every month.
And knowing him, he'll find it. He'll find it. No matter what the theme is, he will find it.
That's funny because as a kid, I didn't watch horrors. So I actually...
Who lets a kid watch horror?
A good point. So I didn't really like Michael Myers or Jason or Freddy Krueger.
Slashers are not horror.
Yeah.
Not true horror.
Eh.
They're the cheesy horror.
Yes.
They're the hallmark of horror movies.
Yeah. That's
Right?
good because
Right?
remember when we watched Halloween and then Michael Myers kept coming back and back and back after dying 10 times? It got kind of old.
No, if he comes back again, he literally went through a meat grinder.
Yeah.
If he comes back again, no, it's reincarnation or something. If he comes back again,
Yeah.
there's no way. I mean, his body was literally chopped into mush meat.
And I think they recently finished it off with the latest Halloween movie within the
That's what I'm
past couple
saying.
years,
That's
right?
the one that
Oh,
he.
that's the one where he got ground up.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do that the first time? Could have
Right.
saved us
Because
19
we had
movies.
right. We had to go through all 12 movies to get to his death.
Yeah.
But the last one, I'd have to say, was the best one because it gave more of the backstory.
Oh, did you see it?
The last one, we watched it. Halloween Ends.
What?
That's the last one. We watched it in October.
What? What
We
don't I remember?
reviewed it.
Oh, okay. See, that's how good it was to me, I guess.
I thought it was good because it gave the backstory of why he ended up the way he was.
Darn
Not
it.
that that's an excuse to be a cold-blooded murderer,
Yeah.
but it gave a little bit of the back history of him. We watched it.
I bet if I just look at the trailer, then I would remember it. Or look back at our episode, I guess.
Because she's really old.
Right. Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
You
Did she have
remember.
gray hair?
Yes.
Okay.
She's like 80.
Yeah.
She has gray
That's,
hair.
oh, okay. It's kind of coming back to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I still need to watch that Firestarter you keep talking about
That's good.
because I only remember the original.
Yeah.
With,
No, the
was
remake
that Drew
is
Barrymore, right? Was the
good.
original?
The remake has Channing Tatum, I believe.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Does he dance?
No. But it's good. I really liked that. I thought it was really, really good. I think
yeah,
I
we
gave
haven't
it a
seen
10 out of 10.
Oh.
I believe I did.
Did you
I
review it?
Yeah.
Also? Talked about it in a live, maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, because I think that's when you said that I have to.
You have to watch
I
it.
need to watch it.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so anyway, that was what we have for you this week for Christmas movies. Check out our Tuesday movie review. It is a movie that actually does not come out until Christmas, but my son and I were able to get into a pre-screening of the movie, so we'll talk about that. She's fine. She's fine. We'll talk about that in our Tuesday movie review, so check that out. And then Friday Faves. So
Yeah, those Tuesday movies have been sources of, like the last couple episodes have been from recent films.
recent films. Yeah, so the next two are going to be. So we already know what they are.
And maybe the following week we could talk about Sonic 3.
That's what I said. That's why I said the next two. But you're not supposed to give it away.
I mean, I think we're watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, we will not be watching that ever. Ever. But anyway, so check out our Tuesday and Friday. And we'll see you next Sunday for our live. See you later.
All right.